there are 10 different places where you can create an issue, and if you click on this dot, this will convert it to a separate issue. Hello my dear friends, welcome back to QV Bro, and I hope you guys had a fabulous week. And on another Friday night, I'm back with another video. So yeah, this is another continuation of our GitHub playlist. If you can remember, our last video was about GitHub pull requests, and we saw how you can protect your branches using the branch protection rules. And you saw the different mechanisms where you can merge your pull requests to your main branch, yeah, and so on. So at the end of the video, I mentioned that the next video will be about the GitHub projects, but I thought of bit delay in the projects part, and before projects, I think it will be better if we can complete the GitHub issues, because when we create the issues, we can add those issues to our project board. So it's better like if we can cover issues, and then we can create some issues, and then we can see how we can add those issues in our project board. So I hope it will be more meaningful. So yeah, so this video will be about GitHub issues. So first of all, before go and create issues, we should have idea about like what GitHub issues are. So GitHub issues are used as a simple bug management mechanism. If you can remember about the early videos at our foundation level playlist, we discussed about the bug management. Then we saw how you can do bug management easily with like the Kiwi test case management tool, and like I mentioned some other tools like Jira as well. So GitHub is also can be used for bug management, but GitHub issues doesn't have like all those special or the rich features like those specific tools. But yeah, this also can come in handy if you don't have any bug management tool at your place, so you can easily manage issues within your repository. So yeah, so here inside the project you can see there is a tab called issues. If you don't see the issues tab, you know how to enable it. I discussed this already. You can go to the settings tab, and under settings there will be a section called features, and inside the features there will be option called issues where you can enable or disable. If I untick this, you can see the issues tab got removed, and if I tick it, you can see the issues tab was again added. So yeah, and also here there is option to add a template for the issues. Yeah, I will come to this later. And other than that, there are no other special settings related to issues here in the settings part. Yeah, so now let's go back to the issues. And yeah, so as I mentioned, GitHub issues are used for bug management. If you, after you do your testing and if you find any issues, then you can use this GitHub issues to report those issues for tracking purposes. And again, then you can assign it to different people. And then likewise, you can go on that bug life cycle, which we have already discussed. So this is like the landing page. When you don't have any issues, it will show like there aren't any open issues. And also here there is the option to create a new issue. Let's go and create our first issue in our GitHub. So when you click on the new issue button, same as the like all the other different options like commit, pull request creation, likewise here also it will ask for a title and a description. So this is the bug title and the bug description. So I'm not going to talk detail about like the best practices and the other information related to bug reporting, because we have already covered that in our foundation playlist. If you haven't go through that, please check that. So here I will just cover like how you can use GitHub for the bug management purposes. So the title, as you know, there should be a proper title which should be very meaningful, readable and understandable. So yeah, for a sample, I will just add some title like the first issue. Okay, then the description section. Here you can give a proper description on the steps, the actual outcome, the expected outcome, and the attachments like any screenshots, the network logs, any screencasts or anything. And also you can use this rich text area to format your text. And after formatting, without submitting, here the option for preview, you can preview like how it will be visible. So yeah. And also here you can note that markdown text is also supported here. I will not going to touch this part because still we haven't done a video for markdown. I will do a separate video for that. And also you can paste, drop or click here to add any files, the attachments. Okay. So yeah, I will like add steps. So then steps go to some like okay, then click okay. Likewise you can add then expected outcome. You would say okay, color should change some. Then let's say actual outcome, color didn't change. Okay, then I will use this rich text area to format, and then I will add like steps 1, 2 for this. Okay, now you can see like go to the preview and you can see like how it will be actually rendered after it's saved. So other than that, like you can do the headings, bolding, italic, or if you need to code something, and then if you need to put some code part here, likewise there are different options. Okay, and then also you can assign this to some developer if you know like to whom this bug should be assigned. Then yeah, here's the option. So like all the people who are already assigned to this project from the settings are visible under here. So currently like we have only 2 people, so I will add the other person here as the assignee. And also similar to the PRs, you can add labels here. So yeah, it's a bug, so I will add the bug. And then whether it's enhancement, first use, likewise there are different other label options also you can put. So I will just add like okay, bug and good first use, the 2 labels, and also the project. So here I will keep that for the time being, and the milestone. Yeah, likewise you can add those options as well. And then after that, here's the option to submit your issue or to create your issue. Okay, after that, now it will come to this particular page, similar to the PR page. So if you can remember about the pull request page, like it was also a bit similar to this. The template was similar. So here also like you can see the bug title is there and the bug ID. So it's the same ID here also you can see. And also the state will be shown as open, and it has some information like who opened this issue and like all the other information. And then here you can see the description part and the history about like what are the changes are done here, like the labels were added, and then I assign this to the other user, and yeah, likewise. And after that also, like if you have any other comments, let's say, you can add those comments here. Okay, I would say like here are some other steps, some other useful info. Then I will like attach something or some network traces, let's say, so I can comment those things. Yeah, likewise, so then the comment will be visible. And also like you can react these with like some emojis, so all the project members like can come and put some reacts if you need. Yeah, and then here if you go here like you can copy the link. Okay, I will just like copy, and if I open that link, so you can see it will be like directly come to this particular description part or the comment. So like if you want to add some comments or to share with someone, so yeah, this is an easy way. You can get the link to the particular comment and then you can share. And also if you need to quote this part in a reply, so here is the option to quote as reply. So now you can see the previous information was like came as quoted, and now you can type something else. So I will like blah, blah, blah. Yeah, just I will add to show you, and then if I comment it, so now you can see like the previous part was quoted. So for example, like if someone else come here and ask some question, and then later you can answer it by quoting that particular the question. Likewise, so the coding is also possible here. So, and also if you want to edit or report this content, you can do those as well. And here for the comment, it was for the option available for the description part. And if you come to normal comments, so again copy, quote, and also here this is one like different options. So okay, these things will be come in your GitHub Foundation exam as well. For example, like they will ask like what are the different places where you can create a GitHub issue. So now you saw one from the issues tab you can create. The second option is like from a comment. If you go, there is option as reference in new issue. For example, like okay, in the comment I added some other information. Maybe so later we found out that it is not related actually to this scenario, but it's actually a separate issue. So in that case, you don't need to go and copy paste this information and create a new issue. Here there is an easy option. You can reference this in a new issue. So you can go and here you can see you can give a title. The body will be like quote in the comment here. There will be like a link to the previous comment. So I will add this as my second issue. And also here there is the option to change the repository. If you have multiple repositories, you can select under which repo you need to create this issue. So in that case, if you select another repository, the issue will go to the relevant repository and inside that the issues tab. So I will put it as the same repo and you can create issue. Okay. So now you saw like there are two options. For the time being, we saw two options where you can create different issues. So yeah, so now it will redirect to the new issue and you can see the comment was quoted and then there is a link to the previous issue as well. So that was another useful feature. And then other than that, you can edit, hide or delete the comments and also you can report as well. So if you click on the report content, you will be redirected to the authorized application. Okay, and then here there is the option where you can report this to GitHub support team. So it is not like within your organization, you will report this to the GitHub support. I don't think like this will be a good option to use within like your organization if you're like using any open source projects. Then in that case, this might come handy where you have any abuse or spam comments, then you can report those to the GitHub support team. But within your organization, I don't think that this will be any useful. So here like you can see who is the reporter and then you can select the category, like whether what type of category you want to report this under, whether it's hate speech, whether it's suicide or self-injury, terrorist, threat or violence, sexual. Likewise, there are different options. And then you can add some information and then you need to verify and submit. I will not verify, I will not submit this here, like I don't want to report my account. So yeah, so that is another useful option to report the content. Yeah, I think those are like the different options available here. So here also you can change the signee labels, project milestone, those information as well. And here there is another option like for development. Now, okay, let's say the QA person report this issue and now the developer, okay, check this and it's actual bug. He need to do some development. So here you can see for the development, there is option to create a branch within this issue itself. So you can create a new branch related to this particular issue. Then it will be like directly linked here. Like for the documentation purpose also, it will be useful. Or else, if you have already created any other repository or pull request branches or anything like here, you can link it. So I will show you this option like to create the branch from here. Okay, so it will give us like a branch name. 7 is the issue ID 7 and the title like the first issue, the repository. Okay, then you can see like different options like whether you need to open it in code space or checkout or open in GitHub desktop. So I will go with the local option and I will create the branch. And then it will give the option to the checkout those commands, git commands as well. And now you can see under development section, the branch is linked. So now anyone who comes to this particular issue can see like, okay, there is a linked branch, that means like work in progress. So even later someone can come and see the linked branch and the code changes. So if you click here, you can see it will go to the particular branch, and if there are any commits or anything, you can go and see those information. So here you can see it was changed to the particular branch. Okay, I will go back to the main branch and I will come to the issues tab. Here I will go again here to see other any useful features here, and okay, here at the end you can log the conversation. If you log the conversation, and you can mark why you log this. Okay, let's say it is already resolved, so I will mark as resolved and log conversation. So okay, if you log the conversation, now you can see the status didn't change, still the status is open. Okay, I will do a refresh as well. Okay, so you can see the status is still open, and here you can see, okay, QA Bro logged as resolved and limited conversation to collaborators. So I think there is, I don't know, like it seems like there is a bug on this page. Like if you can remember, like when we create this issue, also it shows that as in 4 hours. Okay, we opened this issue in 4 hours. Now it has changed to like 3 hours. I don't know like what's going on there. And here now it shows again as this issue in 4 hours. And if you click there, it doesn't do anything. Okay. Yeah, so here it says as resolved and the user has logged. So yeah, so I will unlock this again. Okay, and also there is another option to pin. So this pin option will be useful here. Like, okay, now you can see on the board. So this is like our dashboard where all the issues will be listed. Here you can see like my 2 reported issues are visible, but those are will be like currently the sorting from the newest. So here you can see the options to sort from new, oldest, most commented. Likewise, you can sort as well, and also there is option to sort by reactions. If you can remember, I show you how to add reactions to these comments and everything. So you can sort by the reactions as well, and also like, for example, if you put this like thumbs up. So here for this first issue, we put 1 thumbs up. So in that case, that was sorted from that option. Likewise, that option is also there to sort by the reactions. Okay, so the sort option is there. Okay, I was talking about the pin. So if I pin this as pin, if I pin the particular issue, you can see the issue has been pinned, message is there. And now if you come back to the dashboard page, so here since it was pinned, now it's showing on top of the table as kind of a bit highlight. So yeah, I will dismiss this banner to easy view. So all the issues will be on the below table, but the pinned issues will be highlighted and shown on top with kind of a tile. So this will be like very useful, like if you have some issues which need to be highlighted or need to be discussed in your meetings, or in such a scenario, you need to you want to make sure that it won't get missed by the team. In that case, those issues you can pin. Maybe the project manager or someone can pin those issues. So in that case, anyone who come to the issues tab will see this highlighted pinned issue. So that is the use of pinning an issue. And below that, we have the option to transfer the issue. So transfer issue means like currently we are in this first project repository, and if you think like in mistake or due to some reason, maybe the service was moved out, in such a scenario, if you want to transfer the issue as well, so otherwise like you have to go there and create a new issue there, so it will take time and also it will duplicate it. So in that case, you don't need to do that. Instead, from here, you can simply transfer this issue to a new repository, and you can click the transfer issue. So in that case, it will be removed from this particular board and it will be moved to the board of that particular the new repository. And then also, yeah, you have the option to delete the issue as well. Okay, yeah, let's delete and see what will happen. Okay, so now you can see once you delete the issue, it was removed from the table as well. And even if you go to the closed here, also it doesn't visible. So that means like the issue was totally removed. If you can remember, the issue ID was 7. So maybe like we can update it on the URL and see like whether still we can see it or not. Okay, now you can see when you try to, if you, in case like if you had the URL and one day if you go to that, it will show as this issue has been deleted, and the person who deleted, all the information will be there. But the other content, description, those things all will be gone. So in that case, if you need to delete, so think wisely, because all the information, description, all the things will be gone. So in that case, maybe if you don't think like it's not needed, the best, maybe the best option is not to delete but to close the issue. Yeah, maybe like let's say by mistake you created the issue. Okay, in that case, yeah, it's okay, you can delete. But in other cases, you can come here and close the issue, and again that the UX, the part, the arrow is here also. If you click on the arrow, you can see again there are two options. Either you can close as completed, or you can close this as not planned. So under not planned, they are categorized in won't fix, can't reproduce, duplicate, or stay. All these different statuses will be considered under close as not planned option. So yeah, I will put as closed as not option. I will put as closed as not planned option, and then if you need, yeah, you can add some comment here also, and then you can close the issue. So yeah, once you close the issue, you can see here closed, and again, if you need, you can reopen. For reopen also, under that there are two options. Either you can reopen, or else you can close this as completed. Previously closed as not planned, we can now go and close as completed. So under this, they are considering done, closed, fixed, or resolved, all these statuses. So yeah, here it's like only two options. Either you can close as not planned, or as close as completed. But if you can remember about the bug life cycle which we discussed, there we discussed about more different statuses, but here they are giving option only these two. So it will be on the open state, and then it will be on the closed state. And under close, there are two options. So that those are the only the limited options we have under GitHub project. So that's why I mentioned if you need more features, you need to go with a separate bug management tool. This has like limited features, so limited these statuses and those. Okay. So here, since this was only closed and not deleted, now if you come here, okay, because here it's showing the open issues, no open issues, but similar to the pull requests. So if you go here and see on the closed, so now you can see the closed issue still there. So none of the information, the description was not removed since it was not deleted. So that is that option. And also, as I mentioned, you can again go and reopen. So let's say the bug was not fixed after, so one time, so we do the testing, it was fixed, but later with the new release, the bug is now again reproducible. So now in that case, you don't need to go and create a new bug. You can come and reopen this issue. So I know that you guys already know these things since we have already covered. Okay. So other than that, here on the table, you can see similar to the pull requests again, you can filter by author, filter by different label, then again filter by project, milestone, the assignee, and also I talked about the sorting options as well. And here also, other than that, here you can do searching. Advanced searching is also available. Open issues and pull request, your issues, your pull request. Likewise, there are different other filtering options here. And or else you can do the searching using the different search criteria by giving this text as set. Okay. So yeah, for the time being, like we checked on like two different options on create a new issue. One was the new issue option here, and the second one was via the comment or the reply. And other than that, we have other options as well. You can go to the code. Okay, I will come to this particular file, and here on the number, on the line number, if I click, it will enable these three dots to see the other available options. And under those options, you can see you can copy line, copy the permalink, view the git blame, and here there is the option to reference it in a new issue. So if you are doing some code analysis or code review, and if you find an issue from the code review or the static analysis part, then from that you can directly code the code line, and from that you can directly create a new issue as well. So this is like the third option to create an issue. So I will put as third issue, and here is the link to the particular code section, and then you can add okay, I will put as need to add my info, something like some information, the other information related to the bug you can put, and yeah, similarly you can do the assignees and the labels, projects, all those information you can add, and you can submit the issue. So this is like the third available option to create a issue. And here now you can see the particular code line was quoted, and if you click here, it will go to the particular line and it will show highlighted, and also line in this particular commit. Now you can go and see the commit as well. Okay, so that is the third option on creating an issue. And if you come to the GitHub Docs and if you search for creating an issue, here you can see like all the available options how you can create a new issue. So we saw this one, creating an issue from the repo. Under the issues tab you can create, and then also there is another option where you can create issue using the GitHub client. So from the command line also you can create an issue that you can use. You need to use this command, the gh, then issue, then create. You need to pass the flag title, and you need to give the title name and the body. If you need to use these gh commands, you need to have installed this GitHub client. So you can see like how you can install the GitHub client. So I will talk these parts in a separate video. So in that case, I will not cover this, but to like discuss inside the issues, so you can remember that there is another option where you can create the issues using the CLI as well. But I don't think that this will be like very useful, because the UI is more user friendly in these cases instead of like creating via the client. And also this option we saw like how you can create issue from the comment. You can go to the edit options, and from there you could refer. And then the other option was the creating an issue from the code. Yeah, you saw that as well. And other than that, there are some other options like you can create an issue from a discussion. So to discuss more on that, like I think, okay, so like you can go to the settings tab. Here there should be option to enable discussions. So you can enable discussions, and here you will see the new tab for the discussions. Now you can come to the discussions and you can create a new discussion. So don't worry, I will do a separate video for the discussions. Just for the time being, to cover the issues part, I will show you now. Here if you come, you can like go to the announcements. Okay, you can, I will add some information, and I started it. And now, okay, some cool graphics are there for my first discussion. Okay, and then here if you click on the three dots again, and now you can see there is the option to reference in new issue. So now you saw from the discussions also you can create issues. So similarly, like you created it from the comment, the same option is available for discussions as well. Now if you come to the issues, okay, here is the new issue which was created from the discussions. So that is this particular option, creating an issue from discussions. Then okay, you can create an issue from a project. That option is also there. If you come to the projects, and let's say if you have created a project, or so here new project, don't worry, I will do a video for this as well. Okay, I will go jump. Okay, I just went through quickly here. Okay, now here this is like your board, the project board. Here you can see the option called add item. If you go to add item, Now you can give a title. I will say as issue from project code, and I will hit enter. Now you can see here, and if you go inside that, okay, here, so here you can see the option to convert this as issue. So this is like kind of a task now. So this is our project board where we will show our tasks like to do, in progress, and done likewise. So here now if you come inside this task, now you can see the option to convert to issue. So this is the fifth option to create an issue. So if I create on convert issue, you will be asked to select the repository. So once I select the repository, now you can see, okay, it was also converted to an issue. And then you can go back to your repository. And then if you come to your project, the project, and if you come to issues, now you can see this is the issue which was created from your project board, the same template now. And here you can see now it is linked. The project is also automatically got linked to this particular issue. So yeah, don't worry, I will discuss about the projects in a full video, separate video. So however, now you know that you can create issue from the project as well. Then the other option is like, okay, the project classic, because like inside projects there will be two options like the classic mode versus the new. So similar to the branch protection rules, if you can remember, inside the branch protection rules also there were two options, the old one and the new one. Similarly, project also there are two options, the old one and the new one. So yeah, this is like what I show you was the new option, the new project board, and also the classic option is there. So yeah, we can more discuss about these things once we are in the project video. And also create an issue from a task list. Okay, so the task list is like, I will create a new issue. I would say issue for task list. So task list will come handy in, let's say this particular issue is like too big to handle within like one ticket. So there are like, we decided to break this into different chunks, and then like under multiple items we need to cover this scenario. So in such a scenario you can create a list of tasks or list of items, not to miss any of these tasks. And here the option is available in the rich text area for the task list. So you can add different options like item 1, item 2, item 3. So like let's say these are the different tasks which need to be done in order to consider this whole issue as done. So in that case you can have these different tasks, and I will create the issue. Now you can see there are like different checkboxes were added. So checkboxes were added for each item. This will be useful like if you need to track on the progress. So if the particular person has completed item 1, he can come and tick it. So here also now you can see one of 3 tasks, and it's showing the progress as done. If you tick on second, 2 done and 3 done. Likewise, you can mark the progress as well. So this is a very good option to track your progress or to track different options on your tasks. And also here, if you see, there is the option here, the dotted icons, that will be useful for you to reorder these options. So I changed the order. And now if you see, if you hover on this particular item, you can see at the corner there is a dot. And if you click on this dot, this will be converted to a separate issue. Now like we have one issue, and inside issue we have on just the description we have multiple items, that's it. But if you need to convert or create separate tickets for these, this will become in handy like if you want to show these different options in the project board, and if those are assigned to different people, in that case to track the progress or to time tracking purposes or documentation purposes, likewise for those scenarios reporting purposes, if you need a separate ticket for this, no need to go and create it separately. From here you can convert this particular task as a new issue. So here is the option to convert to issue. If you click on that, okay, now you can see it automatically creates the issue and it already linked that to the particular task. And here you can see item 3, and if you come, it took the task, the particular item name as the title, and it created the new issue. And here it shows the other 3 tasks also there. Those information will be visible and you can go here. But there is a scenario like now you saw that I added this task list inside a new issue and the description section. But you see here on the comments also you can see the task list. But I will show that I now created a new task list inside a comment, right? Not the description as a comment. But here, if you come here, it will not show that convert issue option because you can create the issues only from the description part. So that means like you can create or convert issue from a task list only within this part only, not from the comment. So anywhere you need to create a new issue from the description, you need to create the task list and then only you can convert the particular items to an issue. Okay, I hope it's clear. Then we saw this, and also there is another option to create issue from the URL query. This is like the API method is there. So yeah, you can see you can pass the title. Okay, this is the github.com URL, then your repository, your organization, then your repository name, then you need to call the endpoint issues new. Then as the query parameters, you can pass the labels, the title, and all the information. I don't think that this will be much useful for you guys since we directly use it from the UI, but in case like you need to use any API calls or some these things will come in handy. So now you know that that option is also there. So the last option is to create an issue from a code scanning alert. So last week also I mentioned that you can integrate different code scanning tools. Then when you create the PR, those code scanning tools will run, and if that pass only, you will be allowed to merge likewise. So for these code scanning tools, the alerts, the CI/CD pipeline. So using GitHub Actions or other CI/CD tools, you can configure that to create a new issue from one of these code scanning alerts as well. For example, let's say I have integrated SonarQube. SonarQube is one such code scanning tool. So it scans and it finds some code vulnerabilities. Now if I have configured my GitHub Actions or the CI/CD pipelines, then in this case it will create an issue and it will assign and do all those necessary things as it's configured, and it will add to our the repository. So now easily developer can assign it and work on that, and he can fix that. Until he fixes that, we won't be able to proceed as well. So like here, these are the different options. There are 10 different places where you can create an issue within your GitHub repository. Remember these things like the places you can create, these things will be asked in your GitHub Foundation exam as well. Like for example, what are the different options you can create a GitHub issue, and then they will give multiple options you need to select like the MCQ. So yeah, those are the different options where you can create an issue. So yeah, I think that's it for the GitHub issues part. I think we can stop from here for today. So for the time being, like we have seen the code tab, the issues tab, the pull request tab, and the settings tab. But still we have like another 6 more tabs here. The discussions, actions, projects likewise. So let's stop from here for today for this video, and the next video I will come again with another GitHub video which will be useful for your GitHub Foundation exams as well and for your day-to-day activities too. So see you till then, and happy testing, and thanks for watching my videos. See you.